Why don't you guys take a knee? Take a knee. Get comfortable, all right? I'm just going to talk to you guys real quick. So my name is Mark Soroviak. I'm with FCA. It's called Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I'm not going to tell you guys what FCA is. I'm going to tell you why we exist, all right? So any of you guys, gals, want to win a state championship? Anyone?
Just one?
Come on.
Okay, three.
State championship? You guys don't want to win state championships, national championships, playing NFL, play pro sports, maybe be an Olympian? Anyone watch the Olympics? Yeah? What happens when someone wins a gold medal? What happens when they win a gold medal? What do they look like? Yeah, the champions. What else? What do you got? What? Heroes? Anything else? Come on, one more. What do you got? Happy. Guess what you get when you get a gold medal?
Gold medal.
You get a gold medal. Guess what else you get? When you get home, they send you a certificate, and then they give you a number for a counselor.
That's good.
Why? Because you're going to get depressed. You're going to get sad. Believe it or not. Because when all the glory is that great, you're going to go home. And I'm not going to come up to you and say, hey, you should worship me. You know why? Because I'm a gold medalist. You should give me that job. I'm a gold medalist. Hey, get out of my way. Give me those clothes because I'm a gold medalist. Give me your car. Why? Because I'm a gold medalist. You're going to think, that's the biggest jerk in the world I've ever seen. I don't like that guy. Why do we pursue all these things? And why do we get depressed? Because we were never made for those things. We were never made for those things. I'm going to share a quick story, and I'm going to hand it over to my friend Richard. Anyone know who this guy is? Jordan Burroughs. Jordan Burroughs. Two-time NCAA champ, D1. Three-time world champion, 2012 Olympic gold medalist. And he goes to a youth camp. He talks about this. He's on the height of his career, and he is cocky. And he is feeling really good about himself. And then he gets home, and he starts feeling really bad. You guys know who Michael Phelps is? You ever hear of him? You know he almost committed suicide? Like 2 years ago. 3 years ago. One of the most famous athletes in the world has everything, and he feels like a loser. Because those things were never meant to fulfill us. So Jordan Burroughs goes to a youth camp with a bunch of guys and gals like you, and he's like, they got joy that I've never experienced. I want that. And he gives his life to Christ. And now he competes not to prove himself, but because he found purpose in his life, and now he competes for a purpose.
That's right.
Jordan did not win a medal in the Olympics this year. It was a big disappointment. Richard knows him well. We were talking about him on the way here. He's doing well. Why? Because his salvation is in Jesus Christ, who died for him. That's the medal. That's the purpose. I'm going to hand you over to Richard. That's why FCA, by the way, exists. Because we want to tell athletes, all this stuff, the medals, those go away. Nobody knows. Who was the state champion in 1986 at 145 in wrestling in Illinois? Nobody cares. It's garbage. So we want to tell, FCA is here to tell you guys that what's important is that Jesus died for you. And I'm going to give the mic over to my friend Richard, who is a student athlete. Richard is one of the best athletes we have in the United States. He almost made it to Rio. He did go to Rio and was a workout partner for a gold medalist and a bronze medalist. I'm going to hand over to Richard.
How you guys doing today? Ladies, how you doing today? Good. So my name is Richard Perry. I'm not a student athlete. I'm actually just an athlete. I graduated from college in 2014. I continue to wrestle as an Olympic hopeful. I train out of Philadelphia. We have a regional training center, which is called the PRTC, the Pennsylvania Regional Training Center, which means it supports Olympic hopeful athletes who are chasing an Olympic dream. Like Mark said, I wrestled in the Olympic trials in April. I didn't win the trials, so I wasn't the Olympian, but I ended up placing 5th in the trials, and I was asked to go as a training partner for Kyle Snyder, who is our Olympic gold medalist this year, the youngest Olympic gold medalist in the USA history. And so, although I didn't reach my goal as an Olympian this year, I was still able to be a part of another person's Olympic journey. Someone else reached their goal, and I was a part of that, which is amazing. I think it was a great opportunity for me to see the importance that we have for each other. I was there to support him. I was there to train with him. I was there to whatever he needed me to do. I was there. If he needed me to lift with him, he needed me to run. I was pretty much there for his service, and I think that was important for me because again, we're here to represent Fellowship Christian Athletes, FCA. So it's important that we fellowship together. So we were in Rio for 20 days. We were at a location called Lonier. It was a camp where the USA held all their combative sports like taekwondo, wrestling, boxing. So we were there all together. We, as a community, we decided that we still want to fellowship. So there was a church there. We actually asked, can they open the church? And Sunday we would go. We fellowshiped every Sunday, 3 Sundays in a row, and we were able to give praise and thank Jesus and for the opportunity that we have for just being able to represent our country. But it's also important to fellowship with each other, to lean on each other, and be surrounded by like-minded individuals. So if you want to be successful at the highest level, and I'm in wrestling, being an Olympian, being a gold medalist, those are great goals. And this is the highest level of wrestling. And for the equivalent of basketball or football, the NFL or the NBA, that's the highest level of those sports. But for wrestling, the highest level is the Olympics. It's being an Olympic gold medalist. It's training for the Olympics. So if you want to be successful at the highest level of wrestling in that aspect, or even the highest level of a college aspect, you have to surround yourself by like-minded people. And here we all are like-minded. We support each other with the same goal, the goal to be the best, whether it's a team, whether it's an individual. We want to be the best, representing our sport, but you also want to support each other at being the best person, being the best individual you can be, because it's great to be the best athlete. That's awesome. But again, that stuff fades. Like everyone's saying, it fades. Your accolades fade. But your impacts on each other is what's lasting. So if you focus on becoming the best, version of yourself that you can be, whether it's, being a best friend or being, a good supporter of someone else's goals, then I think, you're putting yourself in a position to really impact someone's life. And FCA Wrestling has helped me, they helped me understand that. I have a wife, I have 2 kids, and my wife has supported me in our goal, because when you're trying to become the best at the highest level, people around you, they buy into you. They buy into you as a person, not just an athlete. So it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't just matter what I do when I wrestle, because I have accolades. I have my resume isn't the deepest, but it kind of speaks for itself a little bit. But that's not the end all. It's who am I as a person? What have I done to help others? How have I helped people around me succeed? How have I impacted people that I talk to every day? So it's important that I use my platform to help others. So I just want to say thank you to CJ and FCA Wrestling for the opportunity to speak with you all, and I just hope I can individually thank all you guys for coming, because that's the first step, is being here, right? So thank you.